Welcome to Body Work. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. It feels so good to be back. What's going on with y'all? I'm back in the building. I just took a little step back, y'all. Really gotta analyze things, man. I told you. It's all about them fruits and them veggies. You feel me? But man, I've been learning so much in these last couple of days, man. I've been sitting back. I've been analyzing, man. And I'm like, man, boxing is at a stage right now where it's starting to repeat itself with the corny stuff. It's like I'm already starting to see relapses and, you know, almost like every year you see that one thing and somebody come back and show you and be like, hold on, man, that's not nothing new, man. That happened last year. What's going on? And really, that's what's really going on, man. Salute Jose Rodriguez. What's good? Body Work, A.K.A. Michael Rogers. Almost got it right. No D, though. No D. But, what can I say, man? Sometimes I gotta learn from myself, man. I'm one of them people that I'm a non-conformist. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can be. And I've been seeing the way that boxing's been going, man. And I've been trying to put my foot down. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to put my foot down. Puerto Rican power in the building. Salute Familiar. Jose said he got me. Yep, you got me, hopefully. I just been trying to put my foot down and just trying to really man, I was so conflicted today because I'm going to tell you, man, boxing is so crazy that somebody that you like, oh, man, they always on some, you know what I'm saying? They always on some punctuation. They was actually more level-headed than I ever thought today. I mean, they said that they basically came out and was like, hey, man, homie's talking about 150 to 200, man. He out of his, you know what I'm saying? He off his rockers, man. That's a duck. I was like, oh, what? Not you calling the spade a spade. I know that ain't you calling the spade a spade. I said, oh man, I was shocked. I was appalled. And then on the other hand, I heard somebody all morning defending why the man was not a part of the gander. They say if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And I ain't the type to slander, but I was like, I just felt it real odd that somebody would be defending Canelo today, man. I really did, man. And I typically don't do this, man, but I gotta give salute to Champion Sports Boxing. Salute everyone. Mr. Fourth Quarter, A.K.A. Clutch. Hey, man, I already told y'all, man. Hey, y'all know it's March. We creeping up on the end of the first quarter. What I say my name is, man? Mr. Fourth Quarter. So we already in the first quarter. I missed the fourth quarter, so you already know what my mind at, man. That's why sometimes it's kind of hard for me to bear what's going on and listen to what's actually happening, man, because people be flipping and flopping and playing people and playing fan bases, and I'm like, man, it's treacherous out here, man. It's so political, and I try not to get all caught up, but I'm gonna get you all caught up, because the reality of the matter is, what people really don't really want to acknowledge what's really going on. That this is what it is, y'all. You know, this is not gonna be the first time y'all ever hear me talk about this. This definitely won't be the last. But when you talking about everything, when you talking about everything, when you talking about all of that in the bag of chips, when you talk about what's on the horizon for boxing, these three over everything. Over everything. And yeah, that's stopping right there at 140, but I believe that this right here is going to expand to 147 in some shape, form, or fashion. And right now, you know what I'm saying, anything below 147, this is what it is, y'all. I'm not gonna be bashful. I'm you know, this is not late breaking news. This is just me telling y'all what it is, and the people that's really rocking with me, the people that's been paying attention to how I do this, trust me, this is my lane. And I'm telling y'all that right now, this is what it is. You can say what you want about the man in the middle, ID Gaff. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about the man on the right, ID Gaff. You can say what you want about the man on the left, ID Gaff. Period. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are looking at things from whatever political agenda and you see as the news and boxing changes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so glad I didn't really get, you know, tied into the whole Zoo and Thurman thing. I said, yeah, I'll get my take. I didn't like that fight because of inactivity. And what the boxing gods do? What did the boxing gods do? They evened it up. Oh yeah. They brought one of my guys back, the landlord, Sebastian Frondor. Put him in the mix, rightfully so, to somebody that would be rightfully so for Tim Zoo. Yeah, two young guys proving themselves, the next generation. Put it right back in order. And that was nothing but a salute to the boxing gods for doing that. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of all that, this is what we got. We got April Fools. We got April Fools. Why y'all act like y'all was trying to act like I didn't tell y'all. Then I tried to told y'all that this was April Fools, man. Like I tried to told y'all. And so now we got it right now to where we looking at Ryan and we like, man, is you really acting? Is you really acting, Ryan? You know what I'm saying? We know you could get a bag elsewhere, but is you really acting? I'm like, man, look, it's part of the circus, man. You gotta think about it, man. Like, cause for me, this year, 420 was gonna be a very special day. Still is. Still gonna be a very special day. But when I'm thinking about their intentions, when they came out with the 420, I started breaking it all down. And I said, man, they must think we stupid, man. But think about it. They come out with a date. They agree upon on a date, 420, right? Because remember, Ryan had left, sparked a little bit of interest, came back, or let's just say Devin actually ran back because Ryan basically said, hey, I'm about to do this over here with Rolly. And then boom, no, all of a sudden, no, it's Isaac, Pitbull, Cruz, and all this. So then he came back to the table with Devin. And the whole time I said, man, this is a circus, y'all. And I pride myself on standing firm, you know what I'm saying? Standing tall, being on my square, pointing it all the way out. I told y'all it was a circus for the beginning, but I'm like, hey, in my heart of hearts, I'm like, if everything was everything, it would be a good fight. So then people got to buying into what Ryan was saying. Oh my gosh, he sounded so crazy, he's so dumb. But it all kicked off with a little bit of gaslighting. And see, this is another opportunity where I might have to stop, pause, wait a minute, and actually show y'all and give y'all a check on learning, because this is something that the guy on the right is always doing. The guy on the right is always gaslighting. He's always gaslighting. He's always making things seem like, is it really that or is it really this? He leave you walking away like, yeah. That's why I say he might be one of the smartest of the young guys. And people say I'm hating when I say, man, for his dad to be able to pull off what he pulled off with that level of talent, them pillow fists, being able to rehydrate bigger and badder than everybody else, I'm like, man, god damn, he might be smarter than all these motherfuckers. Hey, I mean, he might be smarter than all these motherfuckers, because I mean, when you look at like natural talent, like it's this one thing God-given. That mean inherent. That mean cat-like reflexes, like inhumane power, like extreme hand-eye coordination, like, you know, laser-like accuracy, like things that people are born, something that they like, oh man, he's speed, like uncanny speed, like Gary Russell, like something. Those are the universe-given things. But then you got skill, things that you work hard for. And I always say he's one of the most skilled boxers out there. Take nothing from him. So for his pappy to get him where he got, man, I'm like, man, they got something going on, but they kicked it off, y'all. This when you look at this whole thing, man, this is April Fool's. From the time when they met in the mall, trying to recreate the whole Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford moment with the big shove and the security guard and, you know, Fire Marshal Bill. If it ever get too hot at 30, we ready to go to 40, bro. Yeah, that's Fire Marshal Bill. That's who that is. They are on a path. They are on a Cinderella Man type path, man. They are on a Cinderella type path. And nobody's really paying attention to what they're doing. Nobody's really doing it. They all like, oh man, excellent promotion. Oh my gosh. You're really putting out that good promotion. I'm like, are they really putting out good promotion? Because I'm like, at the end of the day, man, all the theatrics and whatever else you want to describe it as, is it really equating all the things that DHP do? Is it really equating to butts in seats, eyeballs on screens? No. Sadly, no. And this is how you know when the big channel sit up there, like I was saying, like, see, because they say the same thing that I say, only they omit, which is a form of gaslighting. I had a really large channel. Let's just call him Danny's Hot Dog Eating Nation. You know what I'm saying? If I were to listen to Danny's Hot Dog Eating Nation, he would actually tell you that it was because of one Canelo Alvarez and one Triple G as to why the Zone lost all that money. And I'm like, geez Louise, Danny, with your Hot Dog Eating Nation self, why didn't you include Devin? Yeah, because the way he described it was, everybody was going over there getting way more money than what they should and what would be garnered as in regards to pay-per-views or butts and seats. And, you know, the Zone had all of this money, even though people don't really want to realize that 2 years ago they had no dates. It was right past summer. They had no dates for no boxers, and people forgot about it. But every other day, Al and all them suffering, and then when we see what's going on with Canelo, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this whole Canelo thing just exposed everything. But let's stick with the April Fools, because the same thing that I said about the young man and his father when he was down there at 135, I said, you know what? The toxicity and what they bring to the table. I said, man, I can't wait till they go up to 140 and then ultimately 147 and 154 and wherever else, anywhere but there, because at that point in time, I thought 135 was my division. I know it like the back of my hand. I know 140 like the back of my hand. I know a lot of them like the back of my hand, in and out. But I'm like, man, I hope they take that toxic stuff up there, man, you know, up and away, man, because the way they paint these pictures and the stuff that they start and the things that they do, it's like they really think that it's really good for the sport. But I'm really hearing a lot of people now where I'm like, where were y'all at the beginning of the year? Matter of fact, where were y'all a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago when I was actually on this stuff, speaking to it? We're like, where were y'all? I'm just now starting to hear people say, oh man, they might be bad for the sport of boxing. Oh man, this is really bad. I'm like, man, if you were really paying attention, you would have known, and you would have wanted to nip it in the bud like right away. Like soon as you heard it, you would have wanted to nip it in the bud. But guess what? We failed to realize that the tip of the iceberg was actually set off by the young Lord himself when he called Ryan a cokehead. So when he called Ryan a cokehead, guess what Ryan got to do? He got to play the part. He got to play the part. He got to play the part. What he started doing? Oh, I smoke weed. Like, isn't it ironic that he come out after the whole Keyshawn Davis thing or whatever, and the backlash he caught from being down there in Dallas? Now, that was his fault in that matter, because he should have known that he was in the state of Texas and how the rules rock. Now, if you are going to be a smoker, you got to know the rules if you're going to still play the game. You know what I'm saying? Because that resulted in you almost getting getting a no contest. So you got to know the rules. But then as you start seeing Ryan play it up, and he's starting to play more into the I smoke and I drink and I'm supposed to stop, but I can't, and I'm a dog, I love. Yeah, he started getting all into it. So I'm like, man, look at these goddamn April Fools. Look at these April Fools, man. I said, all right, well, they want to play this game, but I'm like, okay, when I'm looking at the business and I'm looking at it overall, and I'm looking at the big picture, you know what I'm saying, with all things included, because you got to think, I got two of my guys wrapped up in all of this. I got Tank wrapped up into it because Ryan is Tank's leftovers. And when Tank was getting ready to fight him, he was an underwear model. Remember that? Yeah, he was just a YouTube sensation. Remember that? Remember Fire Marshal Bill came out and said, oh, he just an exhibition fight. So I'm like, well, okay, if you want to paint that picture and you want to bring that man's value down, and you want to do that because Tank is on the opposing end, and you want to just, speaking all out of lane, always talking about somebody else getting into his business. But if you want to look at it like that, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, and lo and behold, Tank stop him. They come out with all these excuses. He have his get back fight, and I've never seen a champion, a legacy-based champion, that was so engulfed with being the face of boxing that he self-proclaimed himself as such. He can't even break 35,000 pay-per-views. I'm like, I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I have to actually concede to what the people on YouTube say. You know what I'm saying? Not the numbers, even though I'm a numbers-based guy. Those are what reigns supreme. So I'm looking at all this. I'm like, well, how is this going to work? We started seeing Ryan. He almost devolved. He started going all conspiracy theory out, you know what I'm saying? It could have been a lot of truth in that joke, you know what I'm saying? But who knows? And who am I? But I'm like, man, they taking it too far. And the other thing was, you know what I'm saying, which I seen, you know what I'm saying, somebody, remember I told somebody that was real low on the totem pole, trying to act like they were upper echelon or some shit like that, trying to take some thunder for some shit that I had called out a long time ago as to why this guy was at the press conference with a motherfucking mic in his hand. And everybody was like crickets. But then I actually painted a picture to where it's like, hold on. You mean to tell me you had a wide open opportunity with this man? Now y'all both fight on the zone. You just knocked the wrinkles off. You could have had a clear shot. Like if you raise your hand right now and say I do, if that Liam Paro shit wasn't locked in, you could have raised your hand and said I do right now. But you chose to forego an opportunity for a straight belt to be a backup. A voluntary, because I heard somebody talking about side chicks today. Yeah. I used to talk about side chicks, but when I used to talk about side chicks, I used to always talk about how Canelo always had Triple G, which was his side chick who he could hit whenever he wanted. That's how I used to refer to it. But Devin Haney, I guess being over there with the zone, rubbing elbows with Canelo and looking at Triple G, he got the same thing. Jeez Louise. Because he got, I've never seen, first of all, I've never seen somebody, and people are still not admitting this, about how the young man had missed weight. Yeah, he had missed weight off camera, had several weigh-ins, and then weighed in and had the whole ceremonial weigh-in. I'm like, I don't even know what they supposed to look like before they get on the scales now, which was a robbery to the fans. But I've never really seen it to where the backup is out up in front. The representative on the Golden Boy, he was already out up in the front. And I said, hold on, they are laying it on pretty thick, don't you think? They laying it on pretty thick. And I said that, listen, it was already best laid plans because Teofimo Lopez had retired, or so they thought. DHP and them had already worked it out with Arnold Barbosa that they were going to fight Devin Haney long time ago. He came out. I played the voice and everything. He came out and said, yeah, this is, you know what I'm saying? Me and Bill, we had already agreed. You know what I'm saying? We was going to do our thing. He said, I guess Teofimo Lopez, he got wind of it. He said, you know what? Nah, I'm coming back. When he said I'm coming back, Devin Haney was like, up, reroute. That's when they went and found Regis and they got him on the hook. But this was best laid plans. It's no mystery that this man jumped right back in line. And let alone do we see him at a press conference. When do we ever see that with two people? We're supposed to be fully invested in this fight, but then you already show us that it's a backup. And then as soon as Ryan Garcia fight, and in devastating fashion, double standards Haney fashion, he calls Ryan the cokehead, and right on cue, Ryan stopped playing the part. Oh, I smoke, I drink, I'm supposed to stop, but I can't. He been playing that role ever since. It's been lights, camera, action with everything on dirt, from everything from Derrick James to the slow motion training to the sparring. It's always been all this stuff, and you know, more crazy things that he say that are eye-opening, and they're trying to take this from me. And I was like, man, this look, man, Brian, he looked just like my son Avery, man, when he used to try to play me. When he used to try to play me and he used to try to force the tears, he keep blinking them eyelids and ain't no fluids coming out, and he keep trying to make it, let's just like, man, stop it. Then the jogging, and it's just like, y'all just gonna play this up. They're just gonna play this up, man. Y'all are just ripping all the equity out the fight. Then y'all want to act all crazy when somebody's saying something. But then fans are sitting up here talking about how man, you really think Ryan ready? You really think it's like, man, once people start questioning and asking that, and all the theatrics are not equating the butts and seats with tickets being sold. It's like, what are y'all doing? It started off as a good fight. You still hear opinions where you actually hear where people will actually say that the young Lord Devin Haney is just gonna beat the crap out of Ryan. And how Ryan ain't nothing, and Ryan ain't all that, and he just really, I'm like, well, okay, so in the same breath, it's like, well, why are you fighting him? Why'd you choose him? Why'd you choose him? And they want to argue with me when I say never. When I say never, because they are on the Tank Davis leftovers plan. I told y'all, this is the real fight that everybody wants, but it's a Cold War. Nobody's really trying to pay attention to that. It's really a Cold War. That's what everybody wants. These guys are on the Tank leftovers plan. Because even if it wasn't this guy in a replacement, then who are they going to go for? A Mario Barrios. That's why I say never there, boy. and Subriel said it. He called it, and people are trying to defend him and say, "Oh man, I wouldn't say that Devin was a chicken." I'm like, well, what do you call it? Well, what was the whole? Why do we even know? Why do we even equate Subriel Matias with a 4 mil? That alone in itself is gaslighting. It's like, why do we even draw that association? Is that unfounded or no? I think not. Oh. These guys are on the leftover plan. They almost messed up the leftovers. But I guess what? I'm guessing there's a lot of pressure on this guy right now, because if Ryan Garcia is rope-a-doping him, if he's playing the stupid role, playing the silly role, playing all this, got everybody thinking that he going here and he sleep Devin, even if he knock him down. If Devin don't look flawless in this performance, it's going to be over. It's a lot of pressure. You know, it's a lot of pressure on his fans right now, his only fans. Not to mention that this man, he might, I don't know, man. If I was a little birdie on the wall, I'd say that he might be listening to me. Yeah, this man done went into dark mode. This man then went into dark mode. Yeah. When I was saying that, you know, the same things I was trying to say when I was talking about Shakur, I said, man, listen, man, if I was Shakur, I said, man, I put down them newspapers, clippings. I wouldn't be listening to no social media. I wouldn't be doing this. I'll sit down with my people. I'll come out with a plan of action. I'll give them an A, a B, and a C selection. If you can't get A, then give me a B. If you can't get B, then give me C. And if all else fails, golly, all right, slide me D. I'll take it. As long as this is that, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. I'm on high alert. I said that I would shut down social media. I said if I was Shakur Stevenson, especially after the De Los Santos, I said that I would shut down social media. I would remove myself. I would not allow myself to actually see it. I would have somebody screening that stuff, and I would be on a need to know with somebody in a position that could screen it and let me know if it's something I really would want to know. Like a coach or a trainer or somebody like that. Somebody that really like has an impact on anything, might have said anything that might equate to anything that I did not know. Not just any random thing, but I would have them screening it. And guess what? This man done went dark. I mean, I was saying, look, everybody, oh, you just a fanboy. You just make them so many excuses. And you just always thinking of for Tank Davis. And it's, you know, and I just need, I'm about to get it pierced for, you know, DHP. I'm sorry. Yeah, but that's what I used to hear. That's what I used to hear when it came to Tank. And I was saying, well, the man on papers, and he got an ankle bracelet. So even though y'all think he's free, he got a lot of bread and a lot of notoriety. Like, do you really know how it is to move around on papers? You know how it is, like, for somebody that's used to being free, like, to be able to move around after being confined. Y'all really know how it is to actually be subject and confined and be able to check in, and every time you move, every time you do this, you gotta, and at that level with everybody saying any little thing and every little thing, where, like, it's like, I said, damn, let the man get his ankle bracelet off. They would say, oh no, because he can fight. He got it. Well, come on now. He got it, man. You can do all that. It's like, man, y'all don't even looking at the civilized portion, that before he's a boxer, he's a man. Just like when I be trying to say anybody opposed to Devin Haney, he's the only one without children. But all these other guys, they got children, man. They in relationships. They got children. Some of them got multiple children. Like, you know, no respect. But I'm like, man, the man wanted to get off the ankle bracelet. He wanted to be able to move. He wanted to be able to go. And yeah, he had got himself to where he don't really be in the environment where he's from. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's the epitome of making it up, and out. As long as you're giving back and you're lifting up, what's the point? Nobody wanted to give him the mercy. But guess what? He got off that ankle bracelet. He got on social media a little bit. He talked this little talk, and then guess what happened? The man went dark. Ooh, the man went dark. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny how, you know, it was. I seen all these talks about how Canelo was a duck, this and this and this. I seen Ashley Larry in there. All I seen was his hole and his elbows over there at this channel. And every other word was Tank Davis. I said, hold on. They're talking about Canelo and how, you know, he's saying, or he's claiming that if somebody had offered him a substantial amount of cash, around about $150 to $200 million, then yeah, he would fight David Benavidez. Sure, why not? And all I kept saying was Tank's name. I said, man, it's crazy how, like, it all goes back to that name, man. And the man has shown and proved, it's like, man, at this point in time, for the man go dark this early, let's just say if it is, like, let's just hypothetically, because we really don't know. I mean, at least I don't have any inside sources. Do you? Let's just say it is June the 1st. Let's just say it is June the 1st. It's March the 20th. So for the man to go dark for where you, that's why I said, man, and I was trying to explain this the other day about, like, what it takes to be. And this is why, let me break down part of what this is right here. Why I say what it is. There's a reason why it's what it is. When people see Subriel and Matias, they be like, what? Like, they like, what? He could sustain that amount of punishment. He can do that and still get to a point to where he hits you and it's a change of point, and then it's already like, what? Like, he was able to, like, what? Like, oh my God. Gervonta Tank Davis is it. The epitome of the it factor. That's what he had. Why? Because you can try to say that this person says that person says this. No. The biggest advertisement for Gervonta Tank Davis is what Gervonta Tank Davis does when he gets inside the ring. People don't give him credit for anything that would really hardly ever. And I've heard this being echoed several times. You know what I'm saying? You can look back at the videos in the days of times, and I'm pretty sure eventually I'm going to remind everybody where it's already in videos where I've said that people are not going to appreciate him till he hang up the glove. Now, I've been hearing those sentiments echoed a lot here lately, but I am really starting to stand firm in that that's really the case. Like, people are not going to really realize how special. I know, because I watch and I do the film study. I see flashes of Floyd. You know what I'm saying? In several different aspects, in several different fights. It was almost like at this stage, it was almost like you can almost see that at this stage in this fight, this is what I want to see you do specifically in this fight. And it wasn't until he figured it out and mastered it, then in the next fight, this is what I want to see from you in this fight. And if you are not watching and looking at these fights and analyzing them in that manner, from that light, and you're always looking at it from a point of trying to figure out how bad or rooting for him to lose, you're missing out on what he actually brings to the table. But he got that it factor. Nobody can deny that. He keep the lights on everywhere. I said that I didn't need to get to the point to where I'll stop doing it, because I said I'm not going to be doing videos where I just got to have his name in there. I did that again recently with Subriel. And guess what? Right before Subriel, guess who I was doing that with? Naoya Inoue. I said, oh man, I can't let it be known anywhere. Whenever I do something about Inoue, that's when. But I've proven this. I've proven this with these three guys. With these three guys. At one point, it wasn't solely based, but I did a lot of content on Tank. And I said, I'm not going to be one of them guys that I got to use his name and do this and do that. It's like, I just appreciate him for what it's enough people riding the coattails and trying to do that. I'm not going to do that. It really forced me to really look at other boxers. And I'm telling y'all on today, March 20th, 2024, what it is. Subriel Matias, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Naoya Inoue is what it is. And why do I say that about Inoue? He's embodying everything. He's encompassing it all right now. So he's legacy, he's money, he's shown and proved he's moving up the divisions. You know what I'm saying? Tank has moved up the divisions too, but he's doing it in a fashion where he's actually taking the belts. He's consolidating and unifying. Tank was just like, look, I just want the money. I want the big fights. I'm trying to do this. I'm on borrowed time. But if we looked at it right now and we really had to cinch down and we really had to give a bird's eye view, that's what that triangle for. That's the target. These are the predators, y'all. And until said otherwise or proven otherwise, everything that gets in the ring with any of these in any kind of combination is prey. And more importantly, I was on my man Smoke channel the other day and I said, you know what? Because he was saying, man, you know they came out with and I was like, a motor video. I was like, yeah. He said, you know they had, I said, bro, you should already see my thumbnail. Oh yeah, I said, man, and I told him, I said, you know you already made it when something you said winds up on a motor video. I had already went over the matchup. I said it's the inevitable. But the same way when I actually entertained something like Matias and a Tank, the same way I entertained it, I entertained Matias with a boots. I treaded lightly when I said Tank and Inoue, only because Inoue he's in his 5th weight class. Tank's in his what, 4th? And I said, man, asking Inoue to come up even more, even though they have the same exact dimensions. Same exact dimensions. I said, yeah, it'll kind of be criminal to ask. But I'm like, hold on, not so fast. Because if I can ask Matias to go see Boots, if I want Boots to see Jamel, you know what I'm saying? But then again, I would want to see Matias fight Stan Giannis. I want to see Gary Russell fight Boots. Gary Russell fight Matias. Gary Russell fight Tank. Tank fight Gary Russell. Gary Russell fight Matias. People were saying, oh, I want to see Naoya Inoue and Tank. And at first I kept saying, nah. I said, but hold on. If I would have put it on, because look, I was one of the crazy fans. You can say I'm crazy or not, but you're not going to gaslight me. I do know that Gervonta Tank Davis and Yoriokas Gamboa have the same dimensions. I know that. I know that they have the same dimensions. Matter of fact, I think Tank's arms are a little longer than Gamboa's by like an inch. I know they have the same dimensions. Terrence Bud Crawford fought Yorioka Gamboa. They fought. So when that whole little statement, the little joke came out about Tank and Bud, I was like, oh shit. I was one of the fans that saying, yeah, I would want Tank because he never get the credit. And I was like, well shit, if you know what I'm saying, if it happened to not go his way, which I have no belief in my heart that it wouldn't go his way. I said, man, if he were to go do it, I'd be one of the ones say, hey man, go for what you know. If you fall short, you was destined to be great. Ain't that what everybody else say? Oh man, you crazy. That's what they were saying. Oh man, you crazy. I'm like, I'm not crazy because I do know that people try to say him and Pacquiao. I think Pacquiao got him in height. I think Pacquiao was a little bit taller than both of them guys. But Naoya, Inoue, and Tank Davis have the exact same dimensions. But it'd be a cardinal sin to ask Inoue to come up and see Tank because right now, he's at 122. So that's 3 more divisions from where he at, and he already in his 5th. That's why I said that would be criminal. But then I said, you know what? Not in the grand scheme of things. Not if I would actually tell Tank, oh man, well shoot, Bud at 147. He fought somebody like Gamboa. They had the same dimensions. Go ahead and move up. Not if I'd be crazy for doing that, because here recently I actually said, you know what? I said, what would happen if Boots? Because everybody been saying he's a bad man, but what would happen if Boots fought Mr. David Morrell? I mean, cause we got Bud thinking he can go up from 47, go all the way up to 68 to fight Canelo. I said, well, dang, what would happen if Boots fought Mr. David Morrell? I started looking at Boots and Janet Beck and Boots and all these possibilities, all these guys that was bigger than him. Why? Because I don't think nobody smaller than him is going to actually fight him. And if they actually put on a contract where they actually offered Subriel Matias to fight Boots and somebody else that was at 154, I was like, I was trying to think about who they might have been talking about at 154. Not that I was concerned for Subriel. It was just that when I started doing my research and my homework, I also found that Matias said that he would come down to 140 to fight the right opponent. And Matias said he would come down and fight the right opponent. And I said, wow, that really opens up this whole weight thing. And we say that there are weight classes and divisions for a reason, but don't take my word for it, even though I said it before the show came out on multimedia. I said, oh man, yeah, Tank. We talked about it on one of the lives, Tank and Matias. And I came out and said that, hey, right away, Leonard Ellerby came out and got in front of him and said, oh, nope, that's not it. That's definitely not blah, blah, blah. Why? Because we all know what everybody really wants. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to sit up here and act like we don't know what the world really wants and what's really going on. Because I already told y'all what it was. We already know what everybody wants. We know what everybody wants at this point in time. Did y'all forget that it's a Cold War? And let's go back to this right here, because I'm still hearing this lie. This big ass lie that's still being told when it comes down to these guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta do y'all research, man. I'm still hearing people put out information that is a total lie. Like a lot of those things that came from the DHP camp in regards to Shakur, I'm sorry to tell y'all, man, it wasn't true. I'm gonna leave it like that. But this is what it is. And Naoya Inoue is fighting for legacy through and through. He just happened to be, you know what I'm saying, where he's from and what he got going on and how they rep. Like, he worked his way to the top. One of the hardest working boxers, if not, you know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But from inside out, from producing, And all these guys right here, these guys, they would have you say that. Now I think they all have a different level. I think that two of these guys have similar IQs. One of them I think has a different IQ, but it's a different IQ. If you want to be real, all of these guys are knockout artists. If we say, oh man, who's the complete classical pure boxer? If I ask you for a pure boxer, none of these guys will come up in mind. All of these guys are knockout artists, except for they can make adjustments. Some of them have, two of them have similar skill sets. One of them is just different, a different animal, a different breed, a different monster. But this is what it is, y'all. Like it or not, you know what I'm saying? Like it or not, this is what it really is. And I want to tell y'all this because I've been seeing a lot of people, man. I got a lot of YouTube babies out here, man. People taking this shit, putting cut on this shit, putting it back out. I be trying to tell them it's black magic. You don't put cut on that. And they doing it, man. I seen somebody like blatant. They recut this with the title and all, with all of this and everything. The Frank Martin is not a draw, so who recut it, redid it, did a antithesis to this and rolled it out. Like I'm seeing it. People's doing this. That's all been confirmed. I done told y'all, man, they not gonna let me get my thunder for it. But I told y'all what it was when it was misdirection. I told y'all that. I pointed out when Sean Porter was on his fuckboy shit beforehand, when he gave up there and gave the alley-oop. Why? Because they always got to attach their name to this guy. They always got to attach his name to this guy. Always. And then get mad when somebody, you know what I'm saying, call them out on it, you know. I've been trying to stay firm. I've been trying to stand tall, but this is what everybody's infatuated with. It's fool's gold, and these are April Fools. April Fools, man. It's all the gimmick. It's all the, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to show you something why. And the only reason why I got to stay on top of this is because this is what's trying to demand the attention, but this shit don't mean nothing. This is a defense for Devin Haney. The shit that he's done is so blown up now. He fought a champion at 140, his first time up in Regis Progress. He fought one time in 135 and got undisputed. That's it. That's it. But people like Shakur has moved up 3 divisions and all that. Tank Davis, he's in his 4th. They get no credit. This is April Fools, man. These are April Fools, man. They can salvage this. If the fight without all of the outside antics and all the things that they're trying to sell, and this is really on paper, like really when they get on there skill for skill, you know, inflated ego, you know what I'm saying? People, you know, overhyping, over embellishing what Devin Haney bring to the table, all of this and all that, like skill for skill. This is a lot closer than what it could be. Skill for skill. But I want to go back to something, y'all. I feel like I got to do this, man. Why? Because this is not a boxing monogamous channel. This is not a boxing monogamous channel, Raw. So I really want y'all to really know this. This is not. I'm not boxing monogamous. And just to prove a point, I'll get away from it. Like I prove I could do it with Tank using that. I prove I can do it with Inoue using that. I proved I can do it with Subriel. I'm talking about the real. So this is not. I'm not boxing monogamous. I'm not gonna be talking about the same person all the time, all day, every day. I'm not going to do it. Shakur is one of my guys. And what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing now is that people are still, like to this day, people are still caught up in this lie about this 25% and all this. And so I'm like, hey, what it is Wednesday, what I gotta do? Oh, I gotta do something. I gotta show y'all something. We gotta do something. So we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to go back, and I'm gonna show y'all this, man. This is why I gotta keep doing this, because I see a lot of this. I've been sitting back, listening, waiting, and watching, and trying to see, like, because what I told y'all a lot of these content creators are catering to the casual, and you'll gaslight yourself thinking that they're talking to you. They're not talking to you. They're trying to convert casuals over this. So the shit that they be saying is gonna go way over your head. But this Devin Haney stuff, this whole stuff that they're trying to do with Shakur Stevenson, I gotta speak to it. I gotta show y'all this. Like, we gotta go over this, because this lie is still running rampant in the community, and people are still. It's like, man, it takes more time. Like, for some of these people to do these videos, it takes more time for them to do these whole video clips than it actually takes to look up Shakur Stevenson's last 4 paydays. That's how sad it is. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna look at it. We gotta go back. We gotta look at it again. This is not a long video. This is very short. Actually, a very short video. But I gotta do this. I gotta stop this, and we're gonna do this. I'm gonna share the screen.
Know what time it is for me. At the end of the day, he know.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, this nigga Rex. Oh, okay. You want to go to sleep? You tired?
Welcome to Body Work.
Shakur know what time it is for me. At the end of the day, he know that my offer was legitimate, and if he wanted to really believe in himself, if he believed that I was everything that he claimed that I was, if he would have took the fight. It was the most money that he would have ever made, and it's that he would get all his fights put together with that 25%. It was the most money that he would have ever made, and it's
Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. I'm gonna get straight to it. This math ain't mathing. And for the lazy, delusional boxing community, you know what I'm saying? Like, we cannot be condoning this kind of behavior. Everybody always say, oh man, you want to hit on the black father and you want to say all this outrageous stuff, but we just caught Devin Haney lying. You know what I'm saying? We just seen them go back and revert. They went in relapse and went back on their mixtape tour. Still calling out Tank when I would think that Bill Haney is a father who did time before. I would think that he would actually respect somebody actually paying the consequences to what they got going on and stop mentioning their name. But it's real funny how they always say Shakur Stevenson is just clout chasing Devin Haney. Oh, it was a publicity stunt. It's this. I don't know how much of a publicity stunt it is to actually petition to be the mandatory, to actually get with the sanctioning body to sanction the fight, and to have a fighter drop his belt and give it up for grabs. Devin Haney is no longer the undisputed champ. But here we have, and this is a microcosm of what goes on in society. Because a lot of people be talking about the CON conspiracies, you know what I'm saying? And how I've always noticed that, because I used to be real heavy into it. You know what I'm saying? I got to get away from it because, man, you know, life can be a real live nightmare, man, once you start going down that rabbit hole and you start really seeing what's going on. But I say, you know what? I'm going to step back from it. But one of the things when it comes to the CON conspiracies is that they'll lie to you long enough to where when the truth comes out, it no longer matters. Do I need to give you an example? John Benet Ramsey. People who look like me knew that those parents had something to do with that girl going missing. They held it out long enough for all the big book deals, all the documentaries, all of that other stuff. And when the truth finally came out, it was like people were like, oh yeah, man, we knew that. It didn't matter. But here you have Devin Haney saying that when he made Regis that offer, some people say $8 million. Then I saw it change to $5 million, which is even worse. They said $8 million. Then they said 25%. And when you do the math, and again, for everybody who's been watching me, they know my philosophy. You know how on the Joker said on Batman, he said, never rub up against another man's rhubarb. That's how I feel about another man's numbers. I don't really care about the numbers. I'm just glad that all these young fighters are actually getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that Tank is getting the money he getting. I'm glad that Regis getting the money he getting. I'm glad that Shakur getting the money he getting. I'm glad that Devin getting the money he getting. But he said that Shakur Stevenson was going to get more money than all of his paydays put together. And I was sitting there, I said, man, y'all just going to be flavoring. It's like that pastor, man, that you know is just, you know what I'm saying, just bop, 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 just plucking off the congregation, man, and he up there preaching the quote-unquote gospel. Everybody take what he say is, you know what I'm saying, the word of, you know the man upstairs, you know, everybody taking it like that, you know, but the thing is, that math is not math. So I said, hold on, man, how can I stick to my principles and not watch another man's numbers, but also point out the fact that this man be lying? Big Cap Diaries. So I looked up 4 fights, and in these 4 fights, what's online, and they say that they be modest. They don't tell you what they really make. A lot of boxers say, oh man, you want to believe what's online, go ahead. What's online right now, if we look at 4 fights, in 4 fights, I can give proof that was $9.2 million in 4 fights. Shakur Stevenson has 20 fights. He said that this man would have made more money than all of his paydays put together in one whop. Now, if you think that Bob Arum is in the business of paying somebody like Shakur Stevenson more than $9.2 million at this stage in his career to fight Devin Haney, who don't really bring in no numbers. This is his second pay-per-view. Did 150 pay-per-views against Lomachenko. So we would say that Lomachenko sold most of those. And that's not hate. Since y'all everybody want to balloon up to Lomachenko, I was saying, man, who is Lomachenko? Lomachenko is irrelevant. Devin Haney said that man was too slow and too old 2.5 years ago. Almost going on 3 years ago, and then turn around and fight him. Then we want to give him all this credit for beating him. He beat him by the hair of his chinny chin chin. I just want to point out here, Devin Haney is a liar, man. You can try to make people, you can try to put that guilt trip on everybody and try to make everybody feel like they just hating on the young Lord Devin Haney and this and that. We salute Devin Haney for going up and fighting and taking on an opponent like Regis Prograis, but we got to call a spade. And the young man is lying. And, you know, with this whole father moniker and the disrespect of the father, man, it's kind of making black fathers like myself, like Tank Davis, like Shakur Stevenson, like Regis Prograis, it's kind of making us look bad, man. Bill Haney raised a liar. And they are politicians where they'll say anything to kind of get the public on. So if you are a zombie, if you have a battery in your back, if you're the type that just believe everything that's told to you and you just keep marching forward and all this, newsflash, the man is lying. The man is lying outright. So you can still be on the bandwagon, but we really know, man, hey, look, if you're going to keep doing that, man, get some of these knee pads, get some of this throat coat. You know what I'm saying? I got tonsil jewelry for sale for these Devin Haney only fans. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of the people, since it's protecting yourself at all times when it comes to this boxing stuff, I think a lot of people in the lazy, delusional boxing community could really benefit from my product. It's a good thing, man. Since we all support and buying black and raising up each other and, you know what I'm saying, pushing everybody forward and doing what we got to do, man, support the channel, man. But Devin Haney is a liar. Anyways, man, I just wanted to point this out, man. This is clear proof that I only used 4 out of his 20 fights to disprove that what this man Devin said just now, being all relaxed, thinking that nobody's going to catch this stuff, he's a liar. Thanks for tuning in here at Bodywork Boxing, where we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga Rex? Oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. You tired.
What I really want y'all to see, what I want y'all to see right here, it say 4 months ago. Now I told y'all these things don't get a lot of views. That's not the point. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Here's proof that Devin Haney offers unnecessary statement in recent fight hype. See, I give credit. Interview exposing himself as a certified compulsive liar. Shame on you, Bill. Shaking my head. Put it all the way out there. You know what I'm saying? I put that all the way out there. 4 months ago, which is really like in October. But this is something else I want y'all to see. Or shall I say here? Because see, when enough time goes by and these people be thinking that they be thinking that you're not paying attention and they can think they can sleep these little narratives. It's like it's nothing better. It's nothing better than hearing it from the horse's mouth. Listen to this. Nothing better than hearing from the horse's mouth when it comes to Shakur Stevenson.
I mean, Shakur is my boy. That's like me and Shakur. We talk like every other day. So, I'm not ducking or dodging nobody. But that's not somebody I'm just in a rush to get in a ring with.
What'd he say?
I'm not ducking or dodging nobody. But that's not somebody I'm just in a rush to get in a ring with.
I don't know. I don't think I got that kind of AI
I'm
power.
not ducking or dodging nobody, but that's not somebody I'm just in a rush to get in the ring with.
So can we stop it? Can we stop playing games? Can we stop acting like we got amnesia, man? You don't know how many clips I got of stuff that they be saying or some stuff that this dude be saying that really don't apply. They really don't. But I got to come back and remind people. What's really going on. And just now getting to the comments, y'all. I really do appreciate the link is pinned. I'm about to run through these comments real quick, man, and then I'm gonna holler at y'all. For real. It's a lot of them, y'all. Jeez Louise. I'm so sorry I had to get it all out, y'all. What's good, body work, A.K.A. Mike Rogers. That's right. Salute Familiar, Puerto Rican Power. Got you. Champion Sports Boxing in there. Mr. Fourth Quarter, A.K.A. Clutch. That's what they call me. Jose Rodriguez. Salute everyone in the chat. Still worried about Subriel fight. Ink ain't dry yet. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm about to get back on Eddie, man. I'm about to go back to the Tale of Two Eddies. I got something called the Tale of Two Eddies, man. Part 1. I'm gonna have to pull it back up and actually show y'all how Eddie be operating and how he be moving. Remember what I was trying to tell y'all? That's why I say, man, it's not popular. It's not what everybody's saying. It's not controversial. People are not gonna call up and argue back and forth. Why? Because they don't know. They ain't been paying attention. Arnaldo Nieves, Saludos body work in chat family. Saludos Arnaldo. Champion Sports Boxing. When you know, you know. Exactly. Bub, salute. Subscribe to Bub. Subscribe to Champion Sports Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tickets ain't selling for Devin fight. I guess the Haney strategy. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. What's up, Familiar? Melazar Concebar, man. One of the best subscribers you can have, man. He speaks his mind, but he's also, he thinks, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he don't want to come off like, these are the kind of people we need talking about the sport, kind of fans we need chiming in about the sport, being themselves. And let you know, if you part of this channel, man, and you family, you ain't got to never worry about me shaming you or trying to trap you or make you look dumb or stupid. Like, we family. I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that to one of my kidneys? You see what I'm saying? Time for that body work. Cocaine. Salute everyone. Yeah. Any fans mad as fuck. They know carrying the negatives is too much weight on their backs. Over time, the truth will reveal itself. Bill gonna jump to 147 and get Barrios and a washed 147. Yeah. Y'all don't realize how long this man been talking about Adrian Broner. They been talking about Adrian Broner for years, man. Lying. Ain't got no need to go up in weight class. 135 division is packed. You must have said something funny back then about an hour ago. Angelina, salute. Salute. Yeah. That's what happened when you try to take easy route. Devin should have forced Subriel. Like I said, it's not looking good. It's not. That's what I'm trying to say. Now everybody trying to say, oh man, it's not. And the more and more they shit on Ryan, I'm like, well, why you want to see this fight, homie? Why y'all want to see it? It don't sound right. Jose Lopez, salute. Hello, brother. Cold Key 135 has unfinished business. How the hell Haney fans don't demand Haney to run it back with Loma? They're just happy Haney had the judges on his side and don't care about the integrity of the sport. Exactly. They want everybody to run it back. He the only one when it's like, oh my God. Aaron Jones. Whoa. What's up, Aaron Jones? Glad you was able to catch the live, homie. If Haney can't steal the win, Haney fans are happy regardless. If Haney beats Linares but gets booed at the end of the fight, Haney fans don't want to talk about why Devin got booed. No, listen. I think it was after the JoJo Diaz fight. You know, Bill Haney got hit in the head with a bottle. I don't know what fans really got to communicate or tell you, but yeah, you can try to blame it and point it, but like you can't say that fathers who train their sons get hit in the head with bottles and get bottles thrown at them. They threw a bottle at this man's head and hit him. That's the fans speaking for itself. These are things that people are not going to bring up or tell you, and they try to make it seem like it's us that don't like him. It's like, no, he gives off that energy. They give off that kind of energy. They need to stop it. I've been trying to tell them they're the wholesome guys. They don't need to do that. Bill wouldn't be able to get away with these tricks without a delusional fan base. Bill can say his urine is smart water and Henny fans will drink it. Yeah. They be down there like, I'm thirsty, Bill. You right on the spot. I heard what you said about Canelo Triple G many times on Dante's. Yep, my bad. Y'all see what I'm saying? So when I listen to that, I'm like, but you notice how they didn't include Devin Haney? You notice how you notice how he didn't include Devin Haney? He'll say Canelo, Triple G, and all the money they got from DAZN, but they'll give Devin Haney all the credit for being the face of DAZN, but won't say that he was one of the people that was robbing the bank as well, getting paid all that bread to fight lower level competition. Because if you think about it, Eddie Hearn was the one that actually built Devin Haney, only for him to leave Eddie Hearn to go over to Bob to actually get the undisputed. Stop. Think about it. Why hasn't Teofimo Lopez made any noise? You know why? The librarian. That was like lesson number 2. Subriel Matias is a librarian, man. Nope, he sure didn't. He absolutely did. He is at some point, Angelina. Yeah, they can't wait. They gotta thrive. But remember, I told y'all some people gotta pay the opposite end. I got people doing that now. I'm gonna do a video today, and 3 days later, there's gonna be somebody else saying the exact opposite, just like that Sean Porter video. The Sean Porter video I did. The other day, when I was pointing out the second time that he majorly hated on Tank Davis, somebody came out 3 days later, used the same thing, and just took the opposite stance. Same information. You seen the live Subriel, Michelle Pops, he didn't have the same energy in front of Subriel. He wouldn't let him talk. I got to catch up on that one with him and his Pops, like the aftermath. I seen the first one with just his Pops when he was speaking on it. Matias has spent his career getting paid pennies and food stamps to fight top 5 IBF ranked fighters. As soon as Matias defends the title, these ducks want a charity from Matias. They want to be. I know, man. It's sad. Oh, he did? give a huge payday by a guy who never got a big payday himself. Salute Bloodshot. What's good, body work? Salute. Don't count Ryan out. I'm not. I think Ryan he playing crazy, man. Remember I told you, you can play dumb, but you can't play smart. Sometimes you can play crazy when you ain't really that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Garcia workout videos are cringe. It's obvious he isn't fight ready. Haney got an easy cherry pick who's carrying the advertisement of this fight, and he can't sell a fight. Garcia draw attention. Hey, I'm at a point now where Ryan get his ass in that ring and he get mixed. Oh well. You know what I'm saying? Because people got to pay for that fight. If he ain't right and he get his ass sparked, oh well. I just think he playing. Ryan Garcia workout video before the Tank fight are way more serious than Ryan recent. I think he's showing people what he want them to see though, for real. I wouldn't buy into all this stuff Ryan is doing. Unless you hear about Barbosa coming out, which was best laid plans, pay no attention to Ryan. Wilfredo Santiago, salute body work, my blessing. Salute to you, Wilfredo. This guy is trying to keep the Ryan fight alive, bro. You don't get no points for beating Ryan. They trying to give it to him. Bodywork. Matias said in an interview in Spanish, Haney doesn't sell. Haney needs a known fighter. He wants to be the passenger seat while his opponent is behind the wheel. Haney don't want to be. I told y'all that. I told you that pretty much. Rolly Ramiro told us that when I said you can learn a lot from a dummy, a head honcho. Yeah, Devin Haney won't sell a boys club gym and tickets. Hit the like button. That's right. Ain't he trying to grow his sideburns and beard out to look like Tank? It's a shame, man. It's a shame. I've been watching that kind of stuff for years. Haney using Ryan to sell tickets to have his name from fighting Tank. Exactly what he doing. The workouts that are pathetic are Richardson Hitches. He doesn't have the heart. Lemons will run over him. You feel strong about that, Melazar. We about to place a wager, Melazar. How much you got on that, Melazar? You gotta let me know. That's coming up April the 6th, buddy. Blessings, my brother. Salute, Hector Tapia. Salute. Welcome back. Haney next 10 opponents. Mario Barrios, Jose Pedraza, Isaac Cruz, Rolando Romero, Hector Garcia, Hector Camacho Jr., Sam Judah, Paulie Maldonado, Chris Algeria, Mills City Boxers. Dang, Coquille. I can see that though. He on that plan. Trying to fool everybody, man. Got all these spokesmen out here. That must feel good for Tank not having an ankle brace. He must feel free. I know that feeling. Hell yeah. 200 million Canalito is delusional. Canalito think he is Mike Tyson. No way. A promotion will make money paying that amount of money. That's a clear. I heard one of the biggest channels in the world trying to defend it. I'm like, oh my goodness, not today, please. You're gonna give me a migraine. Yeah, I spent 70 days in jail. Getting out is crazy feeling because getting used to the outside world, a different type of feeling. It's refreshing to not have a ceiling on your head 24/7. Man, trust me, man. Listen, y'all. Y'all wouldn't even believe it. I was AWOL. Man. You talking about living under a certain light, doing certain things a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Staying off the radar. Yeah, I was AWOL before, y'all, for a substantial period of time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Gervonta is better defensive than Haney. But when I went back and turned myself in and got it all right, nothing like the freedom, man, of not looking over your shoulder, not always, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck, y'all. I don't know how this Canelo supporter can justify his action at this point. That's what I said, man. I wish he would just hang up the cleats, bro. Just hang them up, man, because I'm telling y'all, remember that word I said, precedence? I said when he set precedence, remember I was saying that? I said there's going to be people looking up to him wanting to move like that. Now everybody say, oh, man, well, he's making enough money. And remember I told y'all the dangers of that? You can find somebody doing something they ain't got no business doing, but because they're making so much money, you be like, oh, man, well, hey, man, they make a lot of money. You know, it's like that does not How much money you make does not supersede your morality or your moral high ground. Y'all do know that, right? Like, it don't matter how much. You could be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire. If your morals all fucked up, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. We gotta stand firm on that, man. As people, before we be fans, we gotta stand on that as people. That's why I'm saying, look. Any one of the 300, anybody in here, especially if you got one of them wrenches. If I'm out of line, check me. If I'm way overboard, check me. That's what you need around you. Inoue, welcome all challenges. He's awesome. Inoue is that guy. Tank versus Inoue, I would take it now. I would take it now. If I have those expectations out of Tank, hey, then he can, you know what I'm saying? He can take care of Inoue. I used to think otherwise, but hey, it's changed now. Matias versus Stanyan, and Stanyanis, I heard that Stanyanis said he would go to 140 for the right fight. That's why I'm trying to figure out what really was on that PBC deal. What really? I mean, I know they said boots. I'm trying to figure out what was really on that PBC deal now. I'm not gonna lie, my dream fight be Tank and Subriel. That be fire. That's what I said, man. I said it. It was on. Go back and look at that multimedia movie, show or whatever. Yeah, he talked about it. Peachy Elduro, what's up, fam? What's going on, Peachy? Salute. Cookie Monster, body work. Salute. That would be nice fight, Jose. But we all know Tank is fighting sanitation worker. Wah, wah, wah. Nah, man. Why is Devin Haney trying to fight Tank leftovers then? T.O. versus Matias is a must. I think so too, but T.O. ain't nowhere to be found. He in witness protection. You know what I'm saying? Hey everyone, salute Cookie Monster. Yo. I think T.O. moved under a rock. No internet. Probably to Honduras. Yep. T.O. is not dumb as he look. Somebody laughing. Facts. Smash the like button for Bodywork. Salute. Smash the like button. Support the channel. We trying to get to Puerto Rico. Yeah. We need to get our numbers up, man. I know I gotta get my videos up, but I'm telling y'all, man, I'm one of them ones that ain't gonna be able to really bullshit y'all, man. When ain't nothing going on good with the sport, I ain't gonna say shit. Plus, I got a lot of people sweating me, y'all. I got a lot of people remixing my videos, man, like 2-3 days after. I'm like, they're getting paid, but I'm not. It's not all about that, but I'm just like, dang, let me starve them for a little bit. But I shouldn't do that to y'all, though, right? You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't do that to y'all, right? T.O. don't want that Puerto Rican power. This channel was great, Bodywork. Salute, man. I feel it, man. Y'all make me feel like that. That's why I like seeing my people whenever I come out. What you gotta do is keeping it real as always. Yeah, man. That's all I do, man. I don't know no other way. Panda said that Shakur is the best boxer in the sport. Shakur need to understand pro boxing is entertainment. Shakur need to crack some pinatas to bring the entertainment to his fight. I like Shakur, but yeah, he got to perform. He got to become must-see TV. Not gonna lie, these dudes lie for no reason. Exactly, they lie for no reason, Aaron Jones. No reason at all. Nobody want to say it, but Bill definitely made Devin and Black Fathers look bad, and he pimp out his son, bro. Pimping. What up, Santo Reyes? What up? Look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. Those are ducking words, in my opinion. Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. Who is this clown, y'all? I bet you that's Larry Lopez, man. Hello, brother Francisco Beltran. Salute. I'm JP. Okay. Whoever you are, I don't know, man. You coming here trying to be a comedian and shit. April Fools. Oh, man, that shit is funny, though, ain't it? Look at these April Fools, y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all this was a circus, man. That shit funny to me, too. Look at these April Fools. Look at this dude, man. Oh, man. You're gone too far now. Where we at? Where did I stop at? Told you sometimes my equipment be needing adjusting. Let's see where we at. I was on pace. I was getting all the way through these comments. Let's see. Oh, it was that SA. That's where it was. SA Killer Bees, Frenchy Gang. Salute. Blessings, brother. Salute. Salute. Yeah, Danny's hot dog eating nation. I've been watching homeboy, and this dude swears the stuff that comes out his mouth is the absolute truth, and he hates. It be racial, man. It's I don't know, man. I'll be trying to figure it out, man. I'll be trying to figure it out sometimes, man. I can't figure it out, man. Other than some butt fuckery. That's what it really is, man. Facts. It's just butt fuckery, man. I be trying to. I'm like, he got a good point. One video, I'm like, okay, cool. The next video, I'm like, what the hell? Like, did you? It's a game, y'all. It's a game. I don't think the Haitian British and Hitchers can defeat the Argentinian Gustavo Lemos. I'm not sure. I'm betting in that fight. Lemos is the underdog in the bets. See, the problem with Canelo is that he thinks he's above the sport. Exactly. Totally agree. At the power, Matias won't get any good matches. He might well move up. Matias need to clean up the 140 first and get another belt. They're going to make it hard for him, man. They're going to make it hard for him. They're going to wait him out like GGG. If they don't want to fight you, they can waste your time. They're going to do the same thing. Yep, that's the same thing that happened to Maul Charlo, man. That's the same thing that happened to Maul. Eddie would keep Matias busy. I mean, we got to get him a fight. But George Martinez, salute. Matias can get the winner of Josh and Jack next. if they take it. Y'all see how Williams Zepeda in De La Hoya and them switched up their game, you know what I'm saying, after Zepeda won. Y'all see how, remember with Shakur. Now it's like they want to win the Loma and Campbell's. What I said in my video. They wanted to win the Loma and Campbell's the whole time. Camboso the whole time. But they use Shakur's name for leverage, man. This is politics, y'all. That's why I try to tell y'all, don't be getting all mixed up. Don't get it all tangled and twisted. You know what I'm saying? Don't be getting it all tangled and twisted. Rock with your boy. I won't steer you wrong. Trust me. Never have, never will. I would be happy. Matias defending his IBF title. WBC is a joke. WBA got another joke of organization, and WBO trying to copy WBC. That's why I don't really care about another belt. And they were trying to say I was crazy when I said belts don't matter, man. They matter, but they don't, man. When you following the sport, you know which ones matter and which ones don't, which they all do. But you'll take somebody and make a blanket statement like, hold on, all the belts matter. This is just somebody that wants to know, because we see how people are moving and what these sanctioning bodies are doing and how they can be manipulated, how they change. You know, it's crazy. Anything on Xander Zayas when he's fighting next? I haven't been focused on Xander. I haven't been focused on him. Xander's fighting June 8th, Puerto Rican weekend. Oh, see, that's where we at. That's why we got this why our members be letting us know, man. On my mother, Bill Haney looked like the bishop from Fight Night. These niggas created players. Oh man, on my mother. That's crazy. He's still young. He gonna get better with time. I bet he will be champion someday. He do got a high ceiling though. He do. Zoo is on his list. Oh, Zoo is on Xander's list? I like Xander, man. I hope they don't rush him. I'm betting on the fight Matias 100 Paro in Puerto Rico. When Zab becomes IBF champion at 20 years old, but Xander isn't ready. It's a new era though, man. And the way they marketing these players and how they milking them. Y'all see look at what they doing with Tio. Ramirez trainer says Matias is too dangerous. He said even if he win, your fighter will be broken. That's the consensus. That's what Robert Garcia been putting out there. That's going to be a good fight. I think so. Munguia hasn't done nothing. That's what everybody's saying, man. The jig is up, man. The jig is up, man. It's been up. They all presented an opportunity against Lou. He said no. They're not ready. Oh, wow. I like Zepeda, but he tailor-made. You tailor-made for Shakur. Yeah. Palazzo was fighting that weekend as well. What Xander been doing all this time? I thought he was training. Zepeda versus Loma is what I want to watch. Oh, that's your guy? You know I had to throw DCPG lingo in there. Canelo cherry picking Munguia and Berlanga because he knows he can win. It's just sad that people are making excuses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we making excuses. And it's so crazy, man, because people were talking about Canelo all day. And you know who they were? You know who all I heard people talking about as a rebuttal? You would never guess who they were bringing up. Right after talking about Canelo. Munguia 43 fights and nothing. Munguia will KO Canalito. I hope so. I might have to put some bread on that, man, just in case I hit. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a crazy hit right there, because I know the favorites. I know Vegas going, man. Vegas going. I think Jesus Ramos deserves the Tim Tszyu fight over Fundora. That can be argued, Jose. That can be argued. You have a good stance there. I wouldn't argue with you on that. Munguia should fight Pacheco. That's the skill level he's on, but I think Pacheco is better than him right now. I just don't know if Eddie would risk Pacheco this early in his career. Munguia versus Berlanga, they both suck. Hello. That's what I thought. I thought that was the move. Like, that's the perfect plan, man. Not either one of them in Canelo, man. I'm sorry. That's just me. Berlanga is bigger. In size or in popularity? In popularity, I don't know. Because ESPN said Munguia didn't fight no one, don't mean it's true. Munguia got some people on his resume. I just think that people were waiting for him to step up a lot more than what he has. They've been clamoring for him. And plus, he was like Boo Boo's mandatory for like, he was Demetrius Andre mandatory for like 3-4 years. So they effectively froze. That's why I don't agree with it all. They effectively froze Boo Boo out. I like the fight Canelo versus David Morrell. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. But listen, man. Benavidez moving up. Well, he gonna wait. He moving up to 175 to fight Volstick in hopes that to stand in another line between Beterbiev and Bivol. I don't know why. I'm thinking, man, look, you got M. Billy, you got David Morrell, you got all the people at 168. Like, if you really the best, or if you think you could really clear it out, I would have cleared out 168. Everything that Canelo didn't want to do at 168, I would do at 160. I would clear that out and then move up. Because who knows if Bivol and Beterbiev, if they're going to have a rematch, you know, how good or competitive that fight going to be. Like, you say you're going to move up to get this fight. One, you're looking past the guy at 175 in Volstick. But then, who knows if they have a rematch or not? What if that wind up being a trilogy? Because it's long overdue. They got all the recipe of it being a good fight, even though I got Bivol. I got Bivol. He can't wait for Canelo. He needs to stay active. Yep, can't wait. Remember 2020 and 2022, we got COVID. No one was going out. A lot of fights wasn't made. That's true. Things got put back on the back burner, yeah. Ramos beat the guy that beat Fundora. Lubin? You talking about Lubin? Bivol will give Benavidez some trouble. I believe so. I like him, Billy. You talking about I call him power wings. He be throwing them power wings, man. Nothing but hooks, power hooks. What happened to Jahai Tucker? I think he moved up, man, but I think my man Smoke be I'll try to figure out what's going on for my man Smoke, man, and see what's going on with Jahai. Jahai has 1 loss and 1 draw already. That's because he moved up, man, in weight class. He bit off. They, I think they moved him a little bit too fast, allowed him to jump. I agree with him jumping up and getting more closer to his weight. I agree with that, but I think they moved him a little bit too fast because he got heart, man. Jahai got heart. So we'll figure out what's going on with him. I'll figure out what's going on with him. I'll ask my man Smoke about him. But I wanted to leave y'all with this, man. I wanted to really let y'all know that, again, it's a circus going on. Again, even in these conversations, man, like, don't let people change what's really going on. Like, don't really let them change, like, what's really going on versus what they're actually telling you is going on. Oh, you saying Ramos beat Mendoza? They should have waited with Jahai. Yeah. I think, some people, sometimes you can't, sometimes these boxers, man, they ain't gonna take no for an answer though. So I don't know. I gotta get more peace, Jose. Salute, man. Peace, man. Have a good evening. I'm not gonna be on here much longer, man. I was really gonna wrap it up, but what I really want y'all to know, man, this is really what I want y'all to walk away from. I don't care what nobody tell you. You know what I'm saying? I ID gas what anybody tell you. These are the guys. It's one more on here, but I'm waiting for him to do just one more thing. There's one more guy that belong on this pick. I'm just waiting for him to do one more thing, man. But don't let nobody tell you otherwise. These are the guys. These are the predators. Anything on the opposite end of this is prey. You feel me? These are April Fools. You know what I'm saying? And we're getting ready. Last year I said it was the Ascension. This year he just went in dark mode, y'all. So what we're gonna see out of him is gonna be like no other coming out the gate. You know what I'm saying? He silenced the noise. He got off social media. He's doing things in a mature way. He went in dark mode. So get ready. And I still believe that this is what's going on. I have full confidence that they said it. They said it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Jahai Tucker isn't bad. He got 2 close calls. Yeah. He a workhorse. Thank you, Body Work. Salute, Francisco Beltran. You welcome. Tank versus Inoue will be a mega fight eventually. Yeah. Hopefully Jahai comes back better. I'm pulling for him, man. I like his energy, man. Aha, April Fool champions. Good night, Body Work and chat family. Salute, man. Salute Arnaldo, man. Member, man. Another member, man. I salute. I just wanted to put that out there, man. I really wanted y'all to know, man. Do not get distracted. This is what it is. This is April Fools. This will never happen. Why? Because they are on the Gervonta Tank Davis leftover plan. Never forget that. And it's a cold war. Regardless how they want to paint it, it's a cold war going on. That's what everybody want to see. Everybody still want to see this. We still need to be pressing for this right here. This is the marquee fight. Why? Why do I say that? Because when it came down to this right here, this man was calling this man. This man dropped his belt like it was hot. Ran the 140. If it ever get hot at 30, we ready to go to 40, bro. That's why I say you'll never get in the ring with this guy right here. And if they keep playing We're actually going to see this guy on the left get in there. So let's do a check on learning. What is this? April Fools. What is this? What it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, y'all. That's it for today, but I gotta get back on my regular videos, man. I've been sitting back watching and waiting, man. I think that boxing has fixed itself with Tim Tszyu and Frondor. The boxing gods came in and fixed that fixed something for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to see. I know Keith can box and all that, but I didn't really want to see that, man, with him coming off that inactivity. We see what happened when you coming off the inactivity. I'm even nervous for Stan Giannis when he come back because he's been inactive for so long. I really just wanted to put that out for y'all, man. I got love for each and every one of y'all that support me, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Unknown. Good night, bro. Thanks for the show. You welcome. Beleza, Conseba, saludos. All right, y'all. But yeah, that's it, man. Thanks for everybody who came out. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Champion Sports Bar. Another good one, Bodywork. Salute. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like always, thanks for all the support, all the appreciation. I'm still on my thing. I got a lot of stuff to come out, but it's hard, y'all. Boxing got to come out with some more matches, man, and the conversation around boxing need to be cleaned up, man. I'm going to keep doing my thing, and I'm going to be here, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to get back to doing my everyday thing, either a video or a live, either one, you know what I'm saying, because I see that it's a deficit out here. It's needed. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But thanks for everybody who tuned in here at Bodywork Boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga, right? Oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. You tired.
Welcome to Body Work.